Good afternoon. My name is Hani Albana. I'm the president of HSE, a CPM scheduling consultant. A lot of times people will call us and say, I've been interested to learn more about P6 and how it works, or even Microsoft Project. And I want to understand the concept of scheduling. And sometimes other groups will call us and say, I have already been using the software for quite some time, but I feel like I'm not using it up to its maximum potential. So over the years, and based on the request of so many different companies, HSE has put together a very accurate and reliable training program. And in that training program, we actually broke it down into basic training, advanced training, and intermediate. The basic is obviously designed for someone who has never used the software before, and we start with them by walking them through the concept of scheduling. We work off the software first to explain how it works, and then we get into specifics about how to set up a project and how to create a project. And the intermediate is designed for somebody who has a little bit of knowledge and they've used it maybe 2 years ago, or maybe 6 years ago, or 10 years ago, but they haven't used it enough and they forgot most of it. But they have a pretty basic understanding. So we try to build on what they know and then add to that. And then the advanced obviously is for somebody who has been using it and is comfortable using the software, but they don't know everything, and they want to get to a point where they can be dangerous enough with the software so they can know all the ins and outs. So the unique thing about the training that HSE put together is our training is provided by actual civil engineers who have at least 15 to 20 years of site experience. So you're working with people who are working in construction. That's one thing. The second thing, our engineers are using those schedules on a daily basis to update them and improve impact of delays and go through construction calendars and the impact of rain and the impact of design and owner changes and whatnot. So we actually know how to use that schedule. And then the third and most important thing is that after the training is over, HSE will stay in touch with you, or will provide you at least 10 hours of technical support up to 6 months from the training date in case you forgot how to use any of the features or the functions of the software. And you'll be able to pick up the phone and call the same trainer who gave you the training, and at no additional cost, this trainer will be able to answer your questions, and you can even send them a file and say, I knew we talked about this, but I forgot how it's done. So not only would we walk you through the features and the function of the software, but we'll always customize that training to fit your needs. Where before the training, we'll send you a questionnaire to be able to assess your level of understanding of scheduling in general and the software in particular. And also we'll ask you to give us a link to a drawing the specs on one of your projects. So during the training, we can actually, instead of using a dummy sample schedule, we can actually use one of your company's project to create a baseline and to update that baseline and make changes based on what's happening in the field. So actually at the end of a 2-day training or a 3-day training, you actually walk out with some of your work completed, some of your work done. And another option that I want to tell you about that's very unique is that we actually offer the training in a maybe a 2-day window or a 3-day window, but we can break that into increments, because we've noticed a lot of people sometimes they don't have the attention span anymore. They can't stay for 7 hours focused on training. They get too many emails, too many texts, too many phone calls. So we actually can break that training into smaller increments, where if it's a 2-day training, instead of having a 2-day back-to-back, we can have it on 4 sessions. And each session can happen as like a half a day on a separate week. So you can actually have the 2-day training over a 4 weeks window. So you get a chance to not to take too much time off of work, and B, you won't be distracted and you won't lose focus. And C, you can actually get to have time in between the sessions to try out the software and try out what you learned. And then last but not least, it gives you the opportunity to really understand the software and be able to ask questions and learn more about it without being overloaded with too much too fast. Should you need any support on scheduling training, whether in Microsoft Project, on Primavera or Primavera P6 at any level, we'll be more than happy to assist you. Visit our website at www.hsecontractors.com to find our references and what our clients say about the level of our training. Thank you.